Anniversary. Jamie and Amelia's promise forever. A special morning, but Jamie didn't realize it at all. Their wedding anniversary fell in early spring, when the air was still cool but the leaves were already beginning to sprout. Amelia woke earlier than usual. She gently got out of bed to avoid waking Jamie. He was sleeping peacefully, breathing evenly, his face so gentle that Amelia smiled slightly. 12 years, and I still love you like the first day. She touched his hair lightly and quietly went into the kitchen. Unlike Jamie's birthday, where Amelia had planned for a long time, this year's wedding anniversary, she wanted everything simple but meaningful. No big party. No expensive wine. No flash. Just family. And their true love. Jamie woke up, and realized something strange. When Jamie woke up, the house smelled of cinnamon buns. The laughter of her 3 daughters echoed up the stairs. Ginger ran into the room, jumped onto the bed, and wagged his tail as if he had some important news. Ginger, what's up? Jamie rubbed his eyes. The dog pushed a small piece of paper toward him with its nose. Jamie opened it. Wake up, honey. Breakfast is waiting. And today is going to be a beautiful day. Ah. Jamie smiled like a person in love for the first time. He went into the kitchen, where Amelia was standing with her back to him, her hair tied up, her white sweater soft. The 3 girls were cutting strawberries, whipping cream, and smearing it all over each other's faces. Good morning, Jamie hugged Amelia from behind. She leaned her head against his chest. Hello. Jamie looked around. Everything looks a little like a secret plan. Amelia pretended to be surprised. No plan, it's just breakfast. But her eyes, sparkling mischievously, said it all. A warm breakfast, and a small gift that made Jamie choke. Breakfast was served with small candles and fresh tulips from the garden. Jamie looked at Amelia, then at his 3 daughters, who were smiling brightly. Is there something special today? He asked, trying to hide his smile. Amelia put her chin on her hand. You really don't remember anything? Jamie pretended to think. Today is Monday? The 3 daughters shouted in unison. Daddy forgot our wedding day. Jamie laughed, pulled Amelia close, and kissed her forehead. I never forgot. I just wanted to hear you say it. Amelia blushed slightly. And she handed him a small box wrapped in white paper. Jamie opened it. Inside was a thin silver ring, engraved with the words, Always, A. Forever. Jamie was silent. Then he looked at his wife with such tenderness that Amelia had to turn away to hide her tears. I'll wear it forever, Jamie said, his voice choking. Amelia disappears, and Jamie begins his search. After breakfast, Amelia disappears from the house. Jamie searches everywhere, the bedroom, the garden, the music room, but can't find her. Then Ginger comes running in with a letter around her collar. Jamie opens it. Don't look for me. Follow the things you love most about us. I'll wait for you where your heart always turns. Jamie frowns. What's she playing at again? The first clue is written on the back of the paper. Where we first said we were family. Jamie knows right away. The nursery. The clue in the nursery, memories come flooding back. In the nursery, he finds 3 notes written by his 3 daughters. The first, from the eldest daughter. Daddy hugged Mom here and said, we're going to be a big family. The second, from the second girl. Mommy said Dad was scared that day. But Mom saw that Dad was happy too. The third, from the youngest. Daddy, go find Mom, she looks beautiful today. Jamie laughed. In the cardboard box they had placed was another clue. Go to the place where you first apologized to me. where you learn to love with all your heart. Jamie knew. The back porch. Jamie went to the back porch, and found something that softened his heart. On the back porch, Jamie found an old towel, the one Amelia had given him one rainy day years ago when he was soaked from a run. Next to the towel was an old photo. Jamie holding Amelia in the rain, both much younger, smiling foolishly. On the back of the photo it read, "This is the day I know. When I hurt, you will shield me from the rain. When I hurt, you will shield me from the world." Jamie took a deep breath, her eyes burning. Below the photo was the next clue. "Where you kissed me after our first fight." Jamie smiled. The apple tree. Under the apple tree, where love begins to grow. When he reaches the apple tree, he finds a velvet box and a piece of paper. The paper reads, 12 years of marriage. It hasn't always been easy. But every time it gets tough, I always come back to you. Inside the box is a gray silk tie, Jamie's favorite color, with a small embroidered line. For our next 12 years. Jamie smooths the stitching. She really knows how to make me fall, he mutters. Next clue. Go to the place where I've been waiting for you, all my life. Jamie closes his eyes. The living room. Where Amelia waits for him every night. Where the yellow light stays on even when he's late. Where Amelia's heart is always for him. Finally, Jamie found Amelia. When Jamie entered the living room, he stopped. Amelia was standing there, in a long cream-colored dress, her hair loose, her face so gentle that Jamie wanted to hug her immediately. On the table were 2 glasses of wine, a small cake that read, 12 years of us. Jamie was speechless. He walked over, hugging her tightly. You did all this, just to make me remember today? Jamie asked, his voice choked. No, Amelia replied, wrapping her arms around his neck. I did all this because I wanted you to know. I still chose you. Jamie closed his eyes, hugging her so long that he didn't want to let go. Thank you, he whispered, for not giving up on me, for loving me so much. Amelia smiled, resting her hand on his chest. We both didn't give up. That's why we're still here. They sat down together, like first lovers. Jamie and Amelia sat side by side in front of the fireplace, red wine sparkling in their glasses. Amelia leaned her head on Jamie's shoulder. Do you remember our wedding day? She asked. Of course, Jamie smiled. You're so beautiful I thought I was dreaming. Amelia blushed. What did you think our future would be like at 12? Jamie pondered. I thought we'd have 3 kids, a dog, a house, and you'd still drive me crazy every day. Amelia laughed. I think you were 99% right. What's the 1%? Jamie asked. Amelia tilted her head, looking at him with deep, warm eyes. I didn't know you'd love me this much. Jamie squeezed her hand. I didn't know you would make me this happy. A promise unspoken but ever present. The evening ended in absolute peace. No fireworks. No loud music. No fancy party. Just the 2 of them and the smoldering fire. 3 children sleeping peacefully. Ginger curled up at their feet. Jamie placed a kiss on Amelia's forehead. I promise, Jamie said softly, 12 years from now, and 12 years after that, I will still love you as I do now. Amelia held his hand, tightly. Then, let's go through all those years together. Jamie rested his forehead against hers. Together, he whispered. And in the quiet night, the firelight cast shadows on the 2 figures sitting close together, a symbol of love that had overcome all challenges. A quiet wedding anniversary. but one where they loved each other more deeply than they had in years past.